It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons' burner at wide receiver. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more.
Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started. And off we go here in Tokyo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Right. Ready.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Lance. And incomplete on a deep ball. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got it.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. It's caught by Davis. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Lance, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A second down run with Lewis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Lewis here on first down. Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to move back in front.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Blue check. Smith red.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. 10 cycles. Set.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Boy, he's moving right up the career leaderboard. Last catch tied him with Chris Carter. This one ties him with Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison.
So can he go ahead and prepare his speech right now for whatever date he's going to be inducted?
Want the measurements for the jacket?
Measurements for the jacket, what are the details for the weekend, how many people can he invite to the party? Because he's going to camp.
If anybody's listening, I'm a 38 regular. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Up the middle they go. Beverly. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Here's a quick throw to McBride. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle, luckily enough.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop. Needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Lance now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Lance. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Looking deep downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only 1 play to score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that one too wide and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 6.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll throw now on the final play. inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Lance. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And take it right on the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And Lance going to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
10 cycles.
Lance looks to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. It's not there. That's just another example of how... offense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When you kick off field and get the ball back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they...
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Sting, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Lewis between the tackles, and he stopped immediately there. no gain on the play there, second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he's got his man on the out route. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now Lance again.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. That is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Lance. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL.